get cold feet, these Squish House Socks could be the answer. This design is by Olga. It is a free pattern on Ravelry, and I made these socks to convince my sister-in-law that wool socks can't be beat. She always has cold feet, and so I said to her, I'm telling you, you've got to have a pair of wool socks. And I decided to make her these wool socks out of yarn that I had used for 100% wool that I had used for another garment that I made her. And so I looked for a pattern that had bulky yarn for socks, and I found this pattern. It's on Ravelry, and it calls for a US 10 or a 6 millimeter needle, and depending on the size that you want to make, it runs all the way up to 9 millimeter, a US 13. So I made the smallest size, I think I did, because it depends on your foot size. So you have to check out the pattern. There are a number of options available. And I used a 6.5 millimeter needle, and I used a Woolies yarn. It was the Lion brand Woolies Roving, and it is a chunkier weight yarn. But I knew that wool might not hold up in a sock. So what I added was Drops Kid Silk mohair with it. So I knit with the two strands together to create this little squishy warm sock. And the mohair that I used was called Bright Sand. I think it's number 54. And then the Woolies that I used is mushroom color. That was the colorway. And yeah, so let me tell you a little bit about this construction. It is a toe-up sock, so I did a toe cast on. I think it's Judy's Magic cast on, and I did that. So went toe up, and then you use short rows to shape the heel. And then I went right into a little bit into the body of the ankle, and then into the cuff. And I did a folded over cuff, as you can see in the photo and in the video. And I think they had some special cast off, but I just used a regular cast off that I used for socks, just to make sure that it was going to be able to slip on easily. There was nothing new that I learned, and these socks aren't fancy in any way, but they are so super warm and they are really squishy. So would I make these again? Oh yeah, absolutely. I need to make a pair for myself actually, but they are really warm. So if you have some bulky weight yarn and you want to have a squishy house sock, check out Olga's pattern on Ravelry.